Hi, I'm Chelsea Bytes. If you don't know who I am an on-camera host who likes to stream from time to time. I build computers, I love video games, I do a ton. You might know me from Twitch's Guild program. I was one of the first Twitch Guild leaders, so if you ever traipse around the Twitch Women's Guild, I made that. And I'm so happy to have shared it with the world. And my co-host up here needs no introduction, but please still do introduce yourself. How you doing, Tim?
I'm good, Chelsea. Glad to have you on and hosting our Big Byte Jam. I'm Timothy, the co-founder and head chef of the Melanated Game Kitchen. I help bring all these jams to fruition with the rest of our team, as well as working on many different games with the collective as we build out and curate new game works that are focused around culture. So I'm glad everyone's here, joined in participating in this big jam for this summer.
And without further ado, welcome. Hello, and nice to see everybody here at our Big Byte Jam game show. All right, we got our showcase happening. Whether you participated, supported this event, or are just observing, we want to thank you for joining both Black and Gaming and the Melanated Game Kitchen in our closing to a successful event. For the past month, our jammers, mentors, moderators, and communities have been working to create several game projects. So that means we got to talk about the theme. Now, our theme for the event was Connect the Dots. What happens when we connect the dots between disparate things? Why should we? When should we? Should things not be connected? People and things that are connected culturally can be dispersed, but that does not mean they have to be disconnected. By connecting people and things that are dispersed, power, knowledge, relationships, and movements can be created. In today's showcase, we're going to speak with the teams and share a peek into some of the projects to come out of this past month, showing the creativity and talent of our community members. Whew! Now, Tim, I know you're probably feeling a lot of feelings. I wanted to just make space for you to speak on that. How do you feel about that theme? What about connection?
When I first figured out that I work with the team on what this should be, I thought that this was relevant for the current times that we're in particular, and this felt like a proper thing to bring to the table for conversation and also exploration with an interactive medium. And so I was really excited to kind of see what people could come up with and what it was going to inspire with the recent times.
That's beautiful. It sounded like you had something else stuck in your throat. Was that it? Or I want to make sure. Yeah, don't hold back.
Oh yeah,
finish.
you know.
All good.
But
yeah,
it was good that Okra Stew felt like a very relevant thing to also feature, just bringing okra back to the forefront for folks who are maybe not familiar with the food or with that particular vegetable and how to cook it, how to use it, why it's significant to the culture of the African diaspora particularly. So it was fun to spend time with that as well.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. And speaking of y'all's work, the technical work, artistry, immersive audio experiences, and clever designs are available for you to play and experience on our itch page for the Game Jam. We're going to recap what's at stake in terms of our prize pool, but first, let's take a moment to talk about our sponsors. Alchemy Labs is an XR studio with a passion for polished, playful VR games and experiences. Their experiences are oozing with style, absurdly funny, and with groundbreaking accessibility to bring more joy to more people. Plus Arcade is a creative studio powered by community, culture, and bold ideas. They specialize in event production, design consultation, and hands-on workshops for the gaming and creative media world. Whether it's throwing unforgettable gaming parties, hosting indie showcases, or helping creators level up their vision, they're here to make magic happen. We want to say thank you to our Game Jam sponsor, Jams and Joysticks. The Jams and Joysticks podcast is a vibrant platform where the gaming community comes together to share their unique stories, perspectives, and voices. Through engaging discussions, insightful interviews, and authentic narratives, Jams and Joysticks celebrates the diversity and creativity within the gaming industry. With the mantra of, quote, your story, your perspective, your voice, the podcast empowers gamers to express themselves authentically, whether it's recounting memorable gaming moments, discussing industry trends, or sharing personal experiences that resonate with fellow enthusiasts. By providing a space for gamers to share their passion and insights, Jams and Joysticks serves as a dynamic conduit for the gaming industry, amplifying diverse voices and fostering a sense of community and belonging among gamers worldwide. Now, to skip this cutscene, we're going to go ahead and talk about our game jam, which had a total of 17 submissions, which they'll be reviewed by our esteemed panel of judges and audience. Now, the games will be ranked against the following criteria. Now, that is overall quality, relation to the theme, creativity, and design. And then, of course, in addition to all of this, we have the audience choice. So judges will be taking place, the judging will be taking place for about 2 weeks starting today. So just to make sure that's clear with y'all understand what the timeline is. From June 30th to July 13th, they're going to be taking their time. We hit the minus button twice. Sorry, can't help myself. Streamer, love reading comments. But yes, 2 weeks, y'all. June 30th, July 13th. And we'll also be giving you viewers and jammers an opportunity to participate in the voting of our games. You can view all of the submissions on the itch.io page under the submissions tab. For each week following the jam, you will be able to vote on which titles you enjoy the most. If it were me, I might have voted for my own game, but that's just who I am. I'm that kind of person. But I also appreciate game when I see it. So if you got a great game, I can't wait to see your great game. And you deserve kudos as well. And here is that beautiful page for you all to check out. Okay, we've done a lot of talking, but this showcase is not about us. It's about our jammers sharing their journey, their teams, and the game creation process. Without further ado, let's start presenting teams and their games. Let's get into it. Hello, Rochelle. How are you? It is so nice to meet you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. I also go by Ro. It's often easier to type because folks get the S mixed up. But yeah, you said it right.
I totally understand. Hey, we could go all day on names. But I wanted to ask about your concept. So when it came to making this game and starting with Eunice's story, what was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is a very personal game. It's also semi-autobiographical. So I have African and Korean descent myself, and I'm also pregnant. So I was really inspired by my current journey, and I just wanted to do something that kind of honored what was on my mind at the time, which was family and memory. So when I saw the theme, the idea kind of slammed into me all at once because I had been on this family journey of connecting the dots already. So yeah, it was plucked straight from personal life.
That's beautiful. I love that. Because, I mean, the material's there. And what's better material than me, right?
Right?
That's fabulous. Tim, did you have a question?
That's exactly it. When it comes to something so personal, right, and making a short game for that in a short time frame like this, like what was it like, getting a team together on that concept, kind of getting everybody on board and kind of working towards making that happen?
Yeah, so I was really nervous because when you're working with really personal material, you're extra attached to it. And so it felt so sacred, and I was nervous that anybody else would want to work on it because it was intended to just be this really cozy, linear story. Um, so I had a lot of hesitation initially, but I just decided to go for it. I was like, this is gonna be my last game jam before I start, as someone said in the server earlier, before I start another kind of game of life. So I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. For me, I did a lot of stealth mode recruitment. I probably hopped in a lot of people's DMs and was like, hey, here's my pitch. This is what I'm looking for. I'm trying to fill these roles. I seen your portfolio. Like, are you in? So it was really exciting and nerve-wracking because it was so personal.
Okay.
You cut off there. I wanted more. I wanted
Oh,
more. No, you're fine. You're fine. That was great. That was great interviewing skills. And I love that. Let them want more. And I'll say for our last question, just to, before I let you have the floor to speak and thank everybody or shout anyone out, my last question is, I know it's probably tough to put so much of yourself into a game like this. And I'm not sure if this is the first time you've done this, but was there anything else that kind of surprised you where you were like, oh, wow, I didn't expect this to feel like this? Or anything that surprised you in your development?
that's a really good question. So I will say, this year, rather the past 4 or 3 months, I've just been going ham with game jams. I have had the luxury of having some part-time roles recently. In my day job, I do games user research and writing. So I had a lot of time and I wanted to do a lot of like just creating things. So for the past 3 or 4 months, I've been doing game jams, and I've really gotten into a rhythm for recruiting a team, working with a team of like 8 to 10 people, um, thinking through how to design a game, how to keep us organized, how to keep us on track. So I kind of was already in the headspace for that. But for this one, like after the one that just ended in May, I was like, I'm not doing any more. I'm so burnt out. Like it was fun, but I'm so tired. But then this one came up and I was like, oh, it's my people. I got to do something for them. And I'd always wanted to do a MGK jam. So I was surprised that I found it in me to like do this again because it's so much work. I wear a lot of hats in this one across production, the creative design, and then writing as well. So it was a lot, and I was nervous about that, but I was just really surprised. I found the energy. What made it easy was the amazing people that signed on and believed in the vision that I had. Um, the wonderful people, several of which who are here right now, they made it easier. Um, all I really had to do was just wear the production hat often and then just try to keep up with my narrative pieces. And um, I would say that was the most surprising, that I thought it was going to be a lot more work, but then it kind of ended up not being so much work. So I'm very grateful that I found that balance in this.
Oh my God. It's like it's in your DNA or something. I don't know. That's so cool. Well, this is your time. If there's anything that you'd like to share with the audience or shout out, you absolutely should. What should we hear ringing in the distance as you leave this interview?
Well, my gosh, I didn't prepare anything. Well, I'll start off with thanking my team because we wouldn't have finished without them. So we had a team of, I think, 10 people. I see, forgive me if I miss you, but I see Dory, Aaron, Jared, Becca, JC, and I hope I'm not missing anybody. If I am, please forgive me, but all of you, and plus the ones who aren't here, you guys made it a wonderful experience. I'm happy that this is the last jam that I'll go out on before coming back into the jamming world sometime next year. So it's a really beautiful experience. And I was telling the team earlier, this is like a little baby shower gift that we finished and we have it all done. And I also want to say, for the folks who are not in the industry and working towards that, as someone who's worked across AAA and indie myself, don't give up. I know the industry is going through a lot right now, but participating in things like this and making connections with people beside you who are also in the trenches, this is how you build community and experience. And that, more than anything, is going to propel you into where you're meant to be. So whether you finished or not, this is all experience. These are all portfolio pieces. So don't forget to put this in your portfolio.
That's right.
And don't give up. Keep making things. And these jams, thank you to the organizations who are putting this on, because these culturally specific jams are so important when it comes to, elevating diverse stories. And that's it.
That was beautiful. Oh my gosh. No, I'm glad that we got to show up to your baby shower, because that's really what this whole showcase is. Thank you, chat, for keeping us on schedule. But no, thank you for your time. Thank you for your hard work. And I can't wait to see more from you in the future. And congratulations again. Thank you, Ro. Have a good one.
Congrats.
Congrats again. That, everybody, was the Bloom Between. Ugh. Starting heavy, okay? This isn't fair. I will make this show 3 hours, but I will slow down and speed up at the same time so we can move on to our next one, because I'm sure I'm going to be crying at the end of this. Now, thank you all. Thank you for everybody who has shown up for the Bloom Between. We're going to come to our next game, Mawa of the Underground. Okay, it's the year 2047. We're in the future. I don't even want to think about 2047. It's 2025. You know what, Charlie? Solid harvest this cycle. And we trade today. You know what that means? Strawberry. Oh, yes. Yes. We getting them strawberries.
Oh, we're gardening. All right.
All right, go get the stuff. We got to trade it. Because I need my strawberries.
Those okra pods? Is that what I'm eating?
Mm-hmm. All right. We're getting to work. I love the music. So
it's kind of
much.
vibey. It's pretty chill,
I'm
isn't
immersed.
it?
Yeah. Miss Alabaster. Now, wait a minute. Girl, what is this attitude? Wow. Why are we so sterile? That person needs some seasoning. Right? I'm reading you, chat, I promise. Oh. You know what? Maybe everybody's just quick to the point, because things are, I get it.
Right.
I get it. We're about business here.
That's what it is. I like the little bounce at the animation they walking around.
Oh yeah, that cycle is so cute. That's how I'm gonna be walking this whole week. Oh, we must. Okay, we are running things. We got the stuff.
Oh.
Hi, Mr. Troy.
Hello.
I'm not sure. Okay, good. Welcome. I see you see the initial impressions of Mawa of the Underground in the chat. And yeah, now I got to go find a meat fragrance. But I'm going to let Tim kick it off with the first question.
Welcome,
Putting it on the
Troy.
spot.
You're one of our regulars, always coming with something very interesting. So I have to ask, I guess, this point around, since you do jams pretty often, what was your approach this jam? Did you make a team? Was it solo? How did this concept come to fruition?
I have a musician that I work with. As soon as I saw what the theme was, I was like, I can finally do a mystery that I want to do. And then I started writing out this really, really elaborate mystery. And it's not there, just giving you all the heads up. But the scaffolding is there for it.
I love that. I want to know from that initial clip and the personalities that you imbued these characters we literally only got like 1 minute with. How did we get there? Like already Miss Alabaster is giving me all sorts of energy and I don't know if I like it. I don't know if maybe I do, but when it comes to those character dialogues, because I never get to ask about this, what did you find yourself kind of leaning more towards the side, or are you like more the chipper side? Like, what was it like writing that dialogue?
I wanted to kind of show that everybody that lives on this same floor have their little interactions that they have are something along the lines of, you can tell Miss Alabaster doesn't really like Mauer all that much.
Right.
But like she kind of tolerates her, and that's why she's like, "Hello, girl." And you'll see that when you talk to some of the other characters, that Mawa is always trying to be friendly with everyone. And yeah, Miss Alabaster has her hangups.
We need to find out why.
Right.
Because that's why I got to play the game. You got any more for us, Tim?
Obviously, as Chelsea mentioned, we only saw a little snippet of what this is, intended to kind of fully encompass. But what is the greater, full game vision? Do you want to like tinker with this some more afterwards?
Oh yes, there's a huge story behind everything that's happening, and I'm just going to try to say as much as I can really quickly so I don't use up anyone else's time. But everyone's living underground in a 14-story building where the lower class are at the top near the surface, and living near the surface is a problem. You're going to see exactly why living near the top is a problem as you play the game. And I want to do all 14 floors, and I was only able to do one of the floors.
Okay.
Y'all know what to do. It's time. Get the Patreon, the GoFundMes. I need to see 14 floors. Okay. Well, I want to leave you with the space to say whatever you need to say, whether it's thank yous, whether it's thank me's, whatever it is, we want to hear it. What you got for us, Mr. Troy?
Okay, I'm very, very esoteric in everything that I do. Most people's names and everything like that in this game has actual meaning. Most importantly, Mawa means flower in Swahili. So it's all about flower in the underground.
Period.
Okay.
That was profound. You didn't even have to, you said so much so quickly. Oh my God. Yeah, there you go, y'all. I feel like the more we try to pick this apart, the more disservice we're doing to people who get to experience it and play it. And I truly want to see so much more. So I can't wait to hear more about this in the future. Thank you so much, Mr. Troy, for sharing Mawa of the Underground. And we'll catch you real soon. You have a good one now.
Appreciate it, Troy.
Thank you. These are so cool. Okay. Our next game is Lineage.
A long, long time ago, when time itself was still new, there was a kingdom called Skari, ruled by a wicked king. A kingdom built on scorn and prejudice. A kingdom where dreams were crushed by archaic beliefs. A kingdom where being different meant a death sentence. But that kingdom, thanks to our heroes, is about to change. Lineage.
I'm going to call you Tebow. Is that okay? Or is there a preferred name you have? How would you like to be, referenced to?
You can just call me Tebow. Tebow is fine.
Let's go, Tebow. Nice to meet you. And thank you for sharing lineage with us. Okay, first off, beautiful. My goodness. And did you do the voice acting?
No, I didn't. I had my artist friend who has a couple of friends, and she asked out, can you help out with the voice acting? And they happily agreed.
Fabulous. Please let them know I'm a fan. Thank you very
Definitely.
much. Absolutely.
Oh,
Tim.
Tebow, you have another team member? Is that? Should I
Yes,
add them
that is
on?
my team member.
Okay, got it.
Are they coming up? Should I pause? Should I?
They're
Yes!
coming up. Hello.
Hello. Nice
Hello.
to meet you. How
Nice
you
to meet
doing?
too.
Is it okay if
Great.
I call you CSA, or do you have another name you'd like me to?
Lucy.
Lucy.
My name is Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. It is so wonderful to meet you. So, since we got both of y'all, can I ask what you added to this project, or what did they throw on your desk to do, and how many people did you curse out, respectfully?
Okay, so we were a team of 4 people. So I myself was the programmer of the game, Lucy is the artist of the game, and we have a game designer, Andre, and we also have a sound artist, and we'll call him BDY.
Nice to meet all of you all.
Hey.
Tim, you got another question for him? Because I've been asking some silly questions. I got to let you be serious.
The chat is very happy about the art style, so great job, Lucy.
Yes.
Yes. So obviously the name says a lot, right? Lineage in particular, and this kind of got that kind of roguelike element, pathways element. But in particular, what aspect of the theme were you most inspired by, and how did that kind of translate into what you were trying to do here?
And go, Lucy.
I mean,
Go for it.
it's just that like the game, since it's with the Black community, I think that discrimination is a big thing in the world still. So we kind of wanted to represent that in in the most important and most common ways of the world, like xenophobia, racism, and sexism. The 3 characters that we have in the game, one of them is a tiefling. She's like a devilish kind of character, and she gets discriminated because she's from like a church, and they don't like her there because they feel like she doesn't belong there. And the woman, she wants to be a knight, but they're not allowed in the army. And the archer, he's from another country, like kind of Asian Japanese vibes. So he gets discriminated because of a different culture. And they connected together, like in the theme, they connected
Right.
together to fight against the king, which is bad.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's really cool how y'all wove all of those different things into those characters. Each carry their own burden. And I love in the gameplay, lineage, connection. It's literally written into every piece of just that 2-minute section that we saw. So I wanted to ask, how did y'all land on that style of play, that format? Who decided this is what the players are going to do? This is our gameplay.
Okay, so
Well,
I- don't worry. So we were together in a meeting, and we decided, okay, since we had a team about connecting the dots, we thought, what could we actually do with this team? So we looked for the different options for the gameplay. Then we thought, what if we quite literally connect the dots as the main mechanic? And that's how we came up as basically connect the dots mechanic. So you just connect the dots, you get some values out of it, you try to play strategically and choose the different enemies to take down first, and together you will capture and overthrow the king that has been discriminating all of those characters.
That's beautiful. Change the system, connect the dots, make change. Now, there are two of you, so I want to give both of y'all time to say what you need to say, ring the gong, leave us with some words. And I'll start with you, Lucy, and then we'll let Thibaut close it out.
Okay, well, this game jam was really challenging for me because I had to do a lot of things. I am the only artist, so I had to do the UI, the tutorial, I had to do the animations, I had to do everything, and it was so much work. So, but I learned a lot of things. So, like, I'm really grateful that I had this experience with Thibaut and with Andre and with BiG, which is my musician, and I'm so grateful.
I'm really glad to hear that it paid off and that you came over it and you were happy and satisfied with your work. They loved it. I loved it. I mean, I'm sure my mom would love it. So let me go share that with her too. Thank you for your hard work. And Thibaut, send it home.
So I actually started this project when I was on internship in Japan. So there was a challenge of how can I divide my work with my own project, because in the future I want to be a professional game developer, and one of the best ways to do it is by expanding the portfolio. And so we thought we could just join some game jams of different varieties. And yeah, I actually met Lucy on a different game jam, and we resonated so well together that we decided, you know what, let's continue working, and that's how we landed here in LMGK and decided to create the game Lineage. I'm so happy that I can add those features, all those things, but there's still a lot I want to add, but we will save that for maybe a future version of the game. Thank you for playing the game if you have. So Thibaut's here out.
Oh. No, see, they did that literally. Guys, I just need y'all to know they connected the dots in real life. That's beautiful. Oh,
It's true.
thank y'all so much for your time. Thank you for your hard work, and I can't wait to see more. Y'all have a great one. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Great guys.
Thank
Good
you.
job. Good job.
That was wonderful. Guys, that was Lineage, and I love path games. Like, I play a ton of, what was that one game? Cult of the Lamb. I love stuff like that. So seeing like any games where I get to like choose or, you know, like strategize, I love those. That spoke to me. All right. Our next game is Parallax Protocols. I love it. Let's watch it. Ooh, love this. Y'all have some great logos.
You've arrived at the offices of Parallax Interactive, a once thriving game studio, but today is the scene of a horrible crime.
Oh God.
A.O. LaBelle, one of the studio's senior developers, is dead. You're
No!
not alone in this investigation. Versions of yourself exist in other dimensions, each chasing the same mystery from a different angle. Each suspect remembers things differently. Clues shift with each timeline, but your role is clear. Uncover the truth in your world and connect the dots with those beyond it.
I'm speechless. That shut me up.
That is Wayne.
We gotta find out who killed him. And we're all gonna find out who killed him.
Ouija board.
Yeah, different game. Is that a... Oh. Wait.
Little ghosty.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was like, is that a ghost? I love this board. Yes! I get to... I'm in.
Okay.
Is this the Halloween edition? I mean, it is coming up in
spooky.
like 3 months. Yeah. Oh, nice.
A
Y'all
little
even
credits
clipped
even.
it. Yes, this is what I like to see. Come on, Art.
Right?
Oh, I know you were. Oh, hey, Ella, my heart goes out to you. It sounds amazing.
All right. Okay. We have some more regulars popping up for this one. I know Yanni. I think Wayne worked on this one too, so this is pretty neat to see. But obviously, y'all took the direction in a different direction than some others have so far, with the whole mystery element, the Ouija boards, the what's the word, that little detective board that you're using and whatnot. What was where was the inspiration that came from this one? How did y'all kind of come to this mystery element?
Yeah, so I mean, I met Wayne, through MGK, and going into this year's jam, we both wanted to make a project together. And funny enough, when we heard the theme, we hit each other up, and we were both instantly like, I was thinking murder mystery. It was like, me too. And somehow, we were just I think the idea started off rip, just really strong, with connecting the dots, solving a mystery in a multiplayer game would just be really cool. And so we, Wayne really took the reins of organizing and finding us some really talented teammates, and people to work with who helped us kind of take the idea further than just a concept and make it into something playable, make it into something that has some real fun to it, and also just take on the challenge of making this kind of giant project in the course of a month. It was a little ambitious, but pretty proud of what we've all done.
You better be, because when I looked at it, I was like, whoa, hold on.
There's a lot there, right?
Is this on Steam? Wait a second. Now, Nush, if I can call you Nush, is that how I pronounce your name? Nice to meet you.
Oh, they're on.
They're on.
Sorry about that.
It's not Tim's job to host. It's my job. Tim's my co-host, respectfully. I'm running the ship, okay? So I'm gonna run it right into you, Nush. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'd love to know your unique perspective on this game. What you added in. What's your love letter in this whole project? What do you want people to see when they play this game?
So, with this game, Wayne brought me on to this project. Again, this entire experience was really amazing, working on a project together. But the concept on its own, the first time I heard the concept, I was like, I want to be a part of this, because it was just you were talking about multiplayer, you're talking about murder mystery, and I was basically the graphics kind of programmer. So I was working on materials, on post processes, and I've always been passionate about how pieces of code come together and then it becomes something really cool visually. So as you mentioned the ghost, and you love the ghost, and it makes me so happy. It was one of the things we all went in and we were we need that little specter who gets to help out other detectives in different universes. So I think there's a multiverse feel to it, where you play with your friends and those multiverses feel visually different. So that was one of the things that I'm quite proud of, that I was able to contribute to and help out with the game as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for everyone to kind of try it out, play it out.
That's beautiful. Tim, hold on just a second. Just give me how long did it take you to make that ghost move so perfectly? Because it's perfect. They're perfect. I wanted to be a ghost, respectfully, after watching this. How much effort did you put into just I want to step into a day of Nush. How was your days looking working on the ghost / just parts of this game?
So with the ghost, I was working with the 3D artist. So conceptually bringing it together was not as long, but it's the tweaking for getting the movement just right, where you don't want everything to just kind of collide into everything, right? Getting that movement right was the part where I feel like almost everyone kind of contributed, where I would be like sending little progress videos of just like literally an inch moving of the ghost, and they would be like, well, we can maybe tweak this. And it's like a team and a group effort, which makes something really come alive. And I mean, dead in this case, right? Because it's a ghost. But
I love that. I'm trying to hush to let my co-host speak, but I will ask another question if you got dead air. Hey, Tim, take it away.
I love it. I'm not sure you mentioned this before, Yanni, but like, what was team size? What engine did y'all use for this? I know it's multiplayer, so no one usually does multiplayer games for a game jam. So...
Yeah, we did this in Unreal. It's multiplayer. We had, how many people did we have total? There's me, Wayne, Nush. We had amazing sound designer, Zella. We had Starlight, our artist. We had UX being done by Mr. Action. And Trinidad actually helped out with the narrative. So yeah, it was a great team of people really came together and threw their ideas into the pot. And yeah, I think for us, like, we all came into it and asked each other, like, what are our goals for this project? Like, what do we want to learn? What do we want to get out of it? And that's what really made it like so valuable for us, I think, in terms of the amount of work we did. Like, we came in wanting to learn about certain systems, wanting to learn certain skills, and we all try to help each other and share knowledge. It was a really great experience.
I was gonna ask you how many times y'all watched the ghost footage, like by hour, but I'll let that be. I'll let the chat figure that out. That'll be an Easter egg. I want to give y'all the space to speak. So, Yanni, if you have any last words or words of encouragement for other devs or for your own team, or just something that we missed. What did we miss? Anything. Let us know, and then we'll end with Nush.
Cool. I just want to say thank you to the team for sure. Like, all the people who are not here representing, like, we really had to lean on people just, in terms of like the amount of work that we had to do. Like, I know I harped on it, but like, we worked really hard. We had some really late calls, and stayed up together and Sean bonded through, getting this stuff to work. And it was a wonderful experience with y'all. So just a huge thank you to the team.
Take it away, Nush. Take it away.
And I think I'm just gonna add to that and say almost the exactly same thing. I'm really thankful for the experience. I did learn a lot about multiplayer systems, which is something which was completely new to me. When I walked in, I was like, I know this engine, I just don't know this entire world behind it. But I'm really thankful to everyone. And when you do play the game, you will be truly connecting the dots with the mystery and everything. And with the mystery as it goes on, you will find some really great little, even cultural elements that we tried to put in. And I don't want to spoil it, and I'm more excited for people to actually go in and find those in there and figure out what they mean.
Thank y'all so much. This was so beautiful to see. It is striking, it is mysterious, it is murderous, and it's so cute at the same time. Thank y'all both for your time, and we'll see y'all real soon. Thank you, guys.
Good job.
That was fabulous.
Great.
Love that. That was Parallax Protocol, everybody. I'm gonna give y'all a second to breathe, okay? Because I know I'm just dragging production and the chat through, a journey, and we've seen so much. So far, we've seen the bloom between Mawa of the Underground, Lineage, and Parallax Protocol. Absolutely fabulous. We're actually at the halfway point. We're just about at the halfway point. So I wanted to just review some of that. Tim.
Also, Chelsea, let me mention this too.
Yeah.
I know McKee put a little notice in the chat for y'all who are here that we are also collecting feedback and details like that. So check that out, and don't forget to drop by the Jam Submissions page, as Nushat mentioned. It's a lot of Easter eggs to check out, so please play through the games and leave some votes and reviews for your audience choice throughout the week.
Absolutely. I'm going to highlight the heck out of that message so you can't miss it. Please The feedback already from the chat right here is very valuable, but taking the time to look at someone's hard work and giving direct feedback can be even stronger. And we've only seen 2 minutes of everyone's games, so imagine what you can, dive into when you get to play it. So I'm really excited to see what y'all have to say. And wow, I know I was gonna be blown away. But yeah, you guys literally just showed us like 2 minutes of your power, and I'm bald. You blew all my hair. Just pretend it's gone. This is a wig at this point. I had to 10 out of 10, y'all. I know,
10.
David, I know how, but y'all are just that powerful. Okay, we are gonna move on to our next game, Captain Candia. Ooh, the textures.
Okay, no audio.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, if there's audio, but it's so visually interesting. I love that idle. The idling, there's so much attitude in it. They work so hard on this. I can already tell. Okay, don't worry. We're just checking out this base on the ocean. All right, it's day 0.
Day 0, right?
And we're going through it. Oh Lord. Okay.
Survival. I'm getting survival game.
Gotta get some survival. We're hunting for resources. We're in a full suit of. Are we diving? We dove underwater. That looks like a diver suit.
That's a dog.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, so we got to make sure that we survive out on this oceanic base. Right. We're diving for resources. Yes, the art is fantastic. And I bet you we're going and, trying to make some money. We're about to survive out here, out in the high seas. Yeah. Hey, if it's anything like real life, those rocks are really dramatic and they'll only give you like half a gram of gold,
That's true.
Nature hates sometimes. That's cool. Okay, out here with the inventory system. We are doing it. Okay. I'd love to see it.
I'm getting the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, we're high seas collectors.
That's right. Okay. Now I don't think the team is here, it looks like. So
that's okay. You guys got a taste of Captain Candia. Hey, you know what you got to do. If anything, all of the games that we've seen so far, there's so much more underneath. You have to go and play it. Check it out on the itch page. You will not regret it. All right. So the next game we have is Food Detective. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Mustafa. Okay.
That's great.
I just have, I just got a question for you. Okay. So why Food Detective? Why?
At first, I wanted to make like the player, the main character, find food, and serious puzzles. But then I had to scrap that because I didn't find the good assets and I couldn't model 3D assets. I'm a programmer, not a 3D model.
I totally get it. Yep,
yeah, I had to scrap it. But I said the name works if it's in a restaurant So
Yes.
the game takes place in a restaurant where you are an ex-detective that are looking for a friend. He is missing, and he works in a secret place under the restaurant. It's a secret corporation. So I take that kind of vibe and add it in the game.
Oh, let's go. I
Okay.
love that. 10 out of 10. Okay. Any place that has food, even in the vicinity or, just has its food adjacent, I'm there. So thank you for hitting on my number one, category. You did amazing.
Correct.
Thank you.
That part.
You got a question for us, Tim?
That part. Yeah, I mean, as the chat's been saying, congrats on completing and joining in your first game jam. That's really great.
Thank you, Ryan.
This for a first game jam, for this to be a month-long game jam as well. I have to ask, like, what was the experience like? What was the challenges that you kind of came across with putting this together?
Well, there are actually a lot of challenges that I had to face making this game. First of all, map making, because it took me a lot to make just one map.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, really a long time. And I had actually to work daily 4 hours a day, and I have to make a schedule for every single day. And that was kind of hard, actually, just because I had a lot of games also to work on, just because I actually worked on 3 games this month, Food Detective and 2 other games that are not completed, because I switched all my time to Food Detective. And the second issue that I had is actually that I faced a lot of obstacles with some of the assets, because I only know program, okay? And 3D modeling, I took actually an asset and I had to model some stuff like the keypad, the nodes, and also the fuse boxes that you found scattered around the map to complete and progress in the map, or in the game actually. And I like actually to make the game open, so I didn't know the story that much, and when I progress in the game, I had actually to make a new story every time I progress in the game. And at last, I just settled on the story that I just did. And yeah, that's all.
Okay.
No, so you put on a lot of hats, especially for your first time. And I think what's going to be so good about this is you put yourself out there. It's something amazing. And you're going to meet people who are going to add on to your journey in the future. Like, you are connected to artists. You're connected to all of these other devs and engineers and designers. And it's going to be so much easier. Because I remember my first game. My God, I was up drawing and I was like, wow, how do I put this there? How do I get it to, and that's so cool. It's so cool to see what you did. Is there any advice that you would give, or any words of inspiration that you give to somebody for their first game jam?
So the advice is make good maps and make it easy so people can enjoy that. And use calm sounds if it's like a calm or a mystery game. And that will be good.
Beautiful. No,
Okay.
Y'all heard it here. Make sure your maps, it's really hard to make intuitive maps. I totally understand that. So make sure your maps make sense to people and match your environment. Those are great technical points. Thank you so much for sharing, Mustafa. And thank you for sharing your game. I can't wait to check out more. And I'm going to go ahead and let you loose. Thank you so much for your time.
Good work,
you. Have a
Mustafa.
good one. Good
Yes.
work.
Thank you.
Have a great one. Mustafa, 10 out of 10. All right, y'all. You just saw Food Detective. We're about to check out another game called Fragmented. So, Welcome in, y'all. It's great. Thank you for joining us. Nice to meet you, Tristan. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna call you Red. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I was like Red Liger and went straight to Zoids. Can't help it.
Oh my god, you know Zoids? That's where this is from. Okay.
Period.
Yes.
I mean, game recognized game. But we won't. This is a professional stream, sir. So we'll stay professional. Okay. No, it's great to meet. It's great to meet other Red Likers out there in the wild. But I have to ask, oh my gosh, what inspired this concept where we get to play as these characters unlocking their memories? Can I start with you, Tristan?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you all. But yeah, we kind of were playing around with the idea of a group of friends that reconnect after years apart, and we liked the idea of kind of a game where like the card game was kind of secondary to the narrative of the story, but like you're kind of unlocking memories from each character's perspective as you play the game. So as you win rounds, like you learn more of the story. And so like we like the idea of just having to play this round and like kind of get through more of the story as you play through the game. But we got through at least kind of like a beginning start of like a prototype, but due to some conflicts in scheduling, we weren't able to fully submit that part. But yeah, we just wanted to showcase like what we had as far as like our idea and what we wanted to kind of take moving forward with this game.
No, that's beautiful. I mean, we're all works in progress at the end of the day. Even AAAs do that. So, hey, I can't wait to see more. That means we have time to see an even more finished product in the future. So I have to ask, Red. I have to ask. All right, New Orleans. What's going on? Why are we in New Orleans? What's happening in New Orleans? You flash some of my favorite animals on the screen.
All right. So with New Orleans, originally we were planning on doing a story focused around the hurricane around New Orleans, but we felt that with the time that we had, we couldn't really do the whole situation justice in a respectful way. So we decided to move to a more, I guess, we were going to try to do a more like mystical feel, since New Orleans seems to be like a hot pot for all kinds of supernatural stuff. So I guess we were kind of lucky in that regard that we had something to fall back on.
That's beautiful, though. I want to say thank you for sharing that insight, because as y'all know, after Katrina, a lot of people lost a lot of family, and not just their lives, but literally the connection. Like literally, my husband has family he has not seen since. They're there. We just don't know where they are. So that if y'all ever get to continue that thread, that is so cool. It's cool to be in a space where that is seen, because a lot of people don't talk about that. And that's beautiful. I just like giving words of encouragement. So that's really y'all's brainchild. Appreciated. Y'all did that. Y'all deserve your kudos. Tim, do you have a question for this team?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of y'all couldn't finish everything, but y'all got a good deal of the concept out, right? So I got really curious about this whole card game thing going on with the memory collection and whatnot. If you could like maybe expand a bit about what this like core game mechanic, this gameplay, how that kind of relates to, you know, the larger story or elements that y'all are working with, and like what kind of card game is it? Why the card game? Like, where did that come from?
All right. Tristan, you want this or should I?
I can jump in on it. Yeah. Yeah, basically it was kind of like a tie-in where we were using those animals that were tied to New Orleans as a way to kind of help recollect memories of that event, which originally was more of a heavier theme, but it kind of just became a little bit looser, where we wanted it to just be kind of like a more simplistic game where you're just kind of matching the different card faces together. But as you're playing the game, you get to kind of get more memories coming back as you're like winning the game.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Essentially, basically, like lifting the fog of your memories. This is like they're coming together. So a bit of, you know, like when you're meeting up with friends, you're nostalgic sort of things, you kind of have like a fog over your memory of certain events. So the game is meant to help unlift that fog by matching the cards together.
No, that's perfect. Memory game. And,
Yes.
you know, uplifting or unlocking your memory. That's see how you just, it's intuitive. That's what it means to be a game developer and a game designer. You just do what makes sense, and it makes so much sense. I can't wait to see more. Is there anything that y'all want to leave with our audience here? I'll start with you, Red, and then we'll finish with Tristan.
Be careful when you're forming your team, because when we started, we had 3 artists. So yeah,
Okay.
be careful. I handled the creature arts. Tristan handled the character art that you saw, and I believe Jay is here. She handled the user interface and did the writing of the story. We had True around doing the programming. Who, funny story, he came in just as we were finishing up our initial discussion. So we were like, "Oh, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being a programmer."
Thank you so much. Thank you. Tristan, you want to send it home?
Yeah, I know it was mine and a couple other people's like first time doing a game jam too. So it was a really cool and challenging experience, but it made me so much more excited to do more in the future and like take this idea and continue running with it. But yeah, learned a whole lot in the process as far as like just working with these kinds of timelines and crunching things out. And yeah, just I say striving for simplicity, I think, is the biggest thing, as opposed to like taking those big ideas and trying to make it so fully fleshed out to start with, but like really getting the bare bones and getting those core ideas out there. So I really appreciate this opportunity.
That's amazing. I think the concept that y'all chose to tackle, it resonates very well. It's very clear. And I love how y'all translated that into gameplay. Tim, you got any final words? Because you know I like to yap. Anything you want to add on? And Clay, was Clay on music?
Clay was on music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Shout out, Clay. You did that. Any
That's
last
right.
words,
That's
Tim?
right. Yeah, work, great work putting it together. I remember when the team was starting early in the jam, trying to figure out what to do, team stuff, finding the inspiration on an idea. And I'm glad that you stuck with something, made pivots along the way, and still were able to get somewhere that you all had a vision for, that you collaboratively, enjoyed creating. So great job.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank y'all
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us. Y'all are 10 out of 10, and we'll see you real soon.
Yes,
Have a good one, y'all.
yes.
Thank
Take
you.
your
You too.
time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. That was Fragmented, everybody. And yeah, I knew the moment I saw New Orleans, I was about to be like, here we go. Lock in. We paying attention.
That's for me.
Now, right? That's for me. Now, continuing on that thread, we have our next game. It's called Stew of the South, baby. All right, we're running through these streets. Yeah, this is the South. The highways are huge. And there's that food stand. Okay, we're at the French market. We're out. Yeah.
Oh,
This is where this is where we go to get our food. This is where we go to reel it all in. And we're in our bright red.
bright red.
Oh, I don't know what it was, but they eat frequently. Okay, so we're looking for somebody. We have quests. Yeah, do you know anything about okra? You don't remember how to make my... Wow. Okay, so we got to find somebody who knows something. Welcome in, Matthew. I hope you're feeling well. How you doing? I think you're muted, respectfully. You got this. I hear you now.
There's clearly a white guy. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear us fine?
Wait, there's 2 people. So wait,
Yes.
somebody's camera's off. Okay.
It is me. That would be me.
Hi, you. I can't see your name.
I am Sean Adcock, otherwise known as the Jungle Stuff. I do a lot of. Should I show the camera?
Oh no, do you?
Your call.
I love hearing your voice. I had to just get acquainted, Just
Okay.
thank you for.
Did that work? Did I fix it though?
But my name
You
is
did,
Sean
Matthew.
Adcock. I do a lot of the stuff that kind of needs to get done, quote unquote.
I get that. Mm-hmm.
The
You did that,
things
Sean.
that everyone else doesn't necessarily want to do.
That's the day in my life. Oh my gosh. We're going to dive into that list. Matthew, can I ask more about you and what you added into this project? How you doing, Matthew?
So inside the game, I have written one of the songs that actually made it in, and about half the script, which definitely didn't make it in.
I feel that.
Outside of the game, I'm also the producer because I'm going to do
10 out of 10, y'all. Y'all, hey, together with the people who do the things that don't want to get done and writing the script and adding the music in and producing, y'all made a game. And I have to ask, what inspired Stew of the South? I'm going to ask you, Sean.
Well, all right. Well, mainly it was just the New Orleans and the people and culture around it, involving Mardi Gras, fried okra, especially the food, the kind of French ambiance that comes with the natives that from all around the world, really.
Yeah, absolutely. As
It
somebody
really
who loves New Orleans, y'all hit that.
It really just revolves around great culture, and having had multiple family members that live there, know what it's like. It's very interesting experience to turn it into a game and into something that other people can experience and enjoy.
I love that. Matthew, I have to ask, we only saw like a minute of gameplay, and I already felt like I was on an adventure. Like, we were asking questions, we were trying to figure out where this person was with the ingredients and how to make stew. What else can we expect if we dove into this game? What's the larger story here?
Well, it all began.
I'm sorry. I
Matthew?
was bothering Matthew. Yeah, I'm happy for you to
Matthew
add
knows more
on.
about this. He wrote the script.
Awesome. Then please, Matthew, I'd love to hear from you.
Well, due to a lot of outside factors, very little of the actual stuff got into the game. Maybe someday we'll make the full version, but the way it was going to be, the story was going to be, you're the guy who owns a gumbo shop, and both of your parents, they had a famous okra stew that all of New Orleans liked, or at least the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But then they died, and you inherited the shop, and the shop is going bad. It's very, not doing well. And then somebody you don't know does identity theft. He steals your identity and says, hey, I'm actually this guy, and there's going to be, in a month, something called Gumbo Mania, where I'm going to serve the okra stew. And the problem is that you forgot the recipe. So the original concept was you'd have a month to both deliver people the food they wanted and to find all the NPCs who would challenge you to mini games. And you would get the ingredients back eventually. The way it did turn out, though, it's more of just exploring around New Orleans, talking to NPCs.
I like the concept, though. It's so easy to pivot to that, and I love that you got to share that insight, because that's exciting. That's drama. That's piecing the dots of your family history. That's so cool, y'all. I like that. Tim, do you have a question for Sean and the team?
What you call it? I was just like commenting, like that's a great idea, and I think that's the nice thing about these kinds of things is you get the chance to, if you didn't finish something, you can still express like what the intent was, getting your recipes, getting the ingredients together, and being able to, complete them at the end. There's like a whole like movie story there. It feels like that's really good.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. I think one of my things that I'm curious about was, obviously the team structure for this game, and if there were any surprises along the way as you were all trying to navigate and create this, what came up in the process of it that really stood out to y'all.
This is a perfect question for you, Sean.
Well,
Right. Yeah. Well, that's how you start that answer. I love that. Anything shock you?
Well, a lot of things kind of happened with the story and whatnot, and it involved a little bit of crunch time. But that's okay, because I would say when you rush a project, quote unquote, you keep in mind the key elements and what needs to be included and how you can include in the best way possible without overthinking it.
Period.
Now, I personally, when it comes to the story, I didn't really focus on that. I focused more on a lot of the music, which you just heard from the video, as well as the art and background textures like the buildings and the grass and the trees. My friend Joel worked, who was head of artwork, worked on a lot of the sprites for the characters.
Good job, Joel.
My other friend John, he pieced the whole thing together. He was really the
Let's go,
magic
John.
worker,
Nice.
and he pieced them all together, like all the pieces. he really pushed this thing out, made sure it looked as best as it could, played the best as it could. The game is a lot better than I personally thought it would be, having played it when we published it a couple hours, especially for our first time, not really knowing anything, learning as we go. It was definitely an experience, definitely a learning opportunity, and all in all, just an amazing team to work with, and I can't wait to hopefully do it next year.
John, you forgot Frank.
Francesco. No,
Frank? Man, how can we forget
He wrote the other half.
He worked on story. He did a great job.
Yeah, hey, Frank, you get your shout out too. All right, Frank, we didn't forget you.
Yeah.
I love
that
you,
sounds like the
Francesca, for watching.
Thank you, Francesca. 10 out of 10, y'all. Y'all sound like y'all went into the trenches and made a game out of it. And you have an amazing concept. And I'm excited to see if this evolves into something more in the year to come. Now,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to give y'all the floor. I'm going to let Matthew send it home. Matthew, do you have any last words? Anything that the audience needs to know, hear, see, smell? I'm going to leave the taste out of there, but, let us know.
Don't wait around, because we definitely wasted a lot of time. And also, something about the music and the tiles specifically is that it needs to be repeatable. You gotta learn from our mistakes, because music has to repeat itself in a video game, and tiles have to repeat themselves in a video game. If you play The Stew of the South, you might not like music or tiles, at least some of them, because when they repeat, there's a problem. The best music and tiles are the ones that you can walk through for ages and not get bored of seeing, assuming you don't want to go somewhere in particular.
I love that. No, that's good. Yeah. Was there anything else, or, I mean, make them pay for the other, feedback, right? Make them pay for the other tips. I think that's great. Yeah. Y'all remember, when it comes to developing your games, you don't want to get tired of it, because if you're getting tired of it, they might get tired of it faster than you do. That's a good thing that y'all learned when y'all work together. And in that crunch, it sounds like y'all had a crunch. So good job on y'all's crunch. And I'm sure it made y'all so much stronger. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everybody from Stew of the South. I appreciate y'all getting on and interviewing with us. And
that's right.
Can't wait to see more of your game. Y'all have a great one.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank y'all. Thank you. You too.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Do we have time for an extra entry?
Are you trying to do a surprise reveal on me right now? Of course we do.
Okay.
So we have game 10.
We have a 10th potential. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel like I'm getting to do a world premiere. My Lord. Guys, it's GTA 6. What?
Oh,
Let's do this. So We are still going in order, correct? So we are still moving on to time cookers. All right, time cookers, we're starting it up. I love the start menu. I know you worked hard on that button. Oh, I love the sound design. Oh my God. Yes, I'm there. I'm in it.
Footsteps. Hello. Okay.
All right, we gotta feed those chickens. All right, so we paid our money. We fed the chickens. Oh, they paid us to feed the chickens. Got it. So we can make some bank out here.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, that's unique.
You did a time jump?
Oh wow, we jumped.
Big time.
We can travel to the past to make the chickens hungry again. Interesting. So we're time traveling, y'all. Yeah, this is time chicken. Okay, so we farm up on money. We can buy things, and I bet you. Oh, that's how you make.
Okay.
That's so cool. So you're making the recipe in the past to pass on in the future.
That's wild.
Oh, look at this animation! You know how hard it is to plant things? You know, people are going wild over that grow a garden game. And look at you.
Oh, true. Yes. I know what you're talking about.
And now it grows in the future.
Now it's all...
And that's on time, chicken. Let's go.
Hey.
This is such a cool concept.
Oh, got inside the house. All right.
Jinx, Tristan, Jinx. And then you actually have to make it. So you learn how to make the recipe. And let's go.
Deonte says you're your own grandparent.
Literally, Deonte, yeah. I mean, you know, the way DNA works, yeah.
Oh.
That's kind of how it be. We a part of them.
And a little cooking mini game. Okay.
Right, you adding the onions. You have to do it in the right order, of course. I wonder if you can mess up your ingredients. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm assuming time cookers couldn't make it, so it's your turn, Tim. You got to introduce that 10th game.
Let's get into it. I enjoyed that one. That was interesting.
That was awesome.
It was a deceiving situation where it's like, where's this gonna go? And then he's like, oh wait, there's a whole narrative here that needs some time to sink in, you know.
I see what you did there. Oh man. Yeah, we can't have Tim back. He can't be a co-host. Oh my God. That was something, Tim. That was something. It came just in time, Deonte. It sure did.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Okay, so the
Take your time. Yeah.
The next joint we're gonna bring up is called Artemis.
All right, look at all these ingredients. Ooh, okay, we're working with mushrooms, tomatoes.
It's giving me match
strawberries.
3 vibes going on.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're matching it up. And there's a
It took me
lot.
a while to actually find a match.
Oh, that's cool. And I love
Okay.
the art. Art is so cute. Nice to meet you, Lauren. Welcome
Hi.
in. Hi. And I love that you have your game on your background. That is,
Yeah.
see, that's marketing.
Got
y'all.
to do the marketing.
That's called that's on promotion. 10 out of 10. Okay, so we only got to see a little bit of your game. I'd love for you to give us a synopsis. Just give us more of what we didn't get to see.
Sure. I don't know where my animations went. There is like an animated narrative aspect of this game as you beat levels and to introduce it. But the premise is our main, which way do I gotta put my head? Our main character here and her mushroom buddy are basically trying to put back together her grimoire that got blown all over the place. And she needs to do this in order to make medicines and cook food for her community. So I went very literal with the connecting the dots thing in the in the making of the gameplay. Obviously, it's match 3, and there was some Okra in there. I don't know if you saw, but yeah, it's just a pretty simple match 3 game, and you get more and more of the story as you complete the levels.
That is so cool. I love a story that just reveals itself over time.
I'm into it.
Okay, so I'll start with a serious question. Tim will probably finish with a serious question. But could you give us more on the development process of this game? What was something that you were like, man, this is easy. Like, this was the easiest part of this. Like, I had this in the bag. What was something that you put together and you were like, smooth as butter? I'm made like that. Machine.
Yeah, so the story, because I'm used to writing, and then interestingly, the animating part of it wasn't too bad either, because Godot was whooping my butt for this entire game jam. I, for some reason, decided this is the day I learned Godot, and so this jam was good motivation. But yeah, I was hurting through a lot of it, but getting the story together and then getting the animations to kind of fit that story was something that went really well.
That's 10 out of 10. Tim, you got something for Lauren for us?
I'm glad you mentioned the Godot part, right? I remember us chatting a little bit in the beginning, like, should I not, right? And this sounds like it was like a solo thing this time around as well, right?
Mostly, yeah. So one of my friends, Rachel, did the character art, and then Mia Booker in MGK did the icon art. There's some that wasn't in the demo, so if you all come back, in a week or two and play it again, there's going to be some potions that drop as like bombs that you can explode more of the pieces, and some other fun stuff that's coming.
Okay.
10 out of 10. All right, yeah. So
but the rest was me.
You did that. You did that. And I want to give you just some time to speak to your audience. If there's any advice, something that we missed, something that you'd like us to, really dive into, this is the time to share.
Sure. Just really, really big shout out to, I don't see her on here, but Mia. She did such a good job on the assets for this game. And when I think like 3 days ago, I was like, can you do one more? She jumped right in and got it to me so fast. So the hugest shout out to her. And as far as advice, yeah, don't be afraid to try something new, because I was terrified going into Godot. So it was a lot rough. It was very rough, but don't be afraid to jump in and try something new for these. And I think just seeing everyone's game process today really emphasizes how much variety is out there and how much you can do with all of these different tools. So be brave, try something new.
Lauren, thank you so much for rounding out our showcase with this baddie with the grimoire, putting the book back together. Like, oh my goodness. I really
getting with you with
appreciate
it.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your time. Thank you for sharing your game. And you have a wonderful one. We'll see you soon. Woo! It has been a day, y'all, and there have been so many impressive teams and projects. If you see a game that you like or you were impressed by, don't forget to vote for it. Thank you. Leave a comment and keep an eye out for the projects that may live beyond this Game Jam event, because that's what we do. We support each other. Now, Tim gets it. So speaking of that, we'd like to take a moment and share a few words about our organizations who made this event possible. And we hope you stay connected to us and our communities going forward. Take it away, Tim.
Well, as we mentioned earlier before, Black and Gaming and Melanated Game Kitchen come together for this jam for an annual celebration of game creation. So highlighting Black and Gaming in particular, one of our key sponsors and collaborators. Black and Gaming is led by Trinidad Hermida, and you may have seen her hosting 2024's GDC Awards, also the the Independent Game Festival Awards of 2024, and also the Black and Gaming Awards from 2024 and 2025, being one of the key organizers of that. Black and Gaming is a nonprofit whose mission is to connect, educate, and empower Black talent in the worldwide gaming ecosystem by striving to achieve significant increases in Black representation, reflecting the diverse participants in our industry. And myself included, I help out with their community efforts as well to bridge these gaps. So please consider donating to their nonprofit. And also, you may join their community for different events in their Discord server that are focused around developing talent and also highlighting other members of our part of the industry. And in addition to that, you can also stay tuned for any recordings, VODs that they've done from their past events. They also have local chapters to tap into, so please stay connected to the Black in Gaming org via their Discord server or also other social media platforms, and apply on their website to become a member. And then, of course, us, the Melanated Game Kitchen. Obviously, we host these game jams. We've been doing them for a couple years now, and this is our second annual Big Byte Jam of this caliber. But the Game Kitchen as a whole is a collective and co-op studio made up of diverse creators all across the different parts of the industry, where we're focused on the curation and creation of interactive experiences that focus and revolve around culture in our diasporas. So in addition to our Game Jam series, we also work on games throughout the year that we are releasing. And so we are currently still accepting new members to our collective. Is an open membership that has different things involved with it, but we're looking for producers, community managers, social media managers, programmers, artists, all aspects of the game industry, the gaming development process. We're looking to get more people into it so we can create more things that are for us and for people of our different diaspora groups that we can make the games that we want to see. So please reach out to myself or any of our other lead members if you are interested in being involved in what we're doing or want to just support us. And also sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with our upcoming game jams, upcoming events, curations, and releases that we're working on from the studio. And with that, Chelsea.
Good job. You know, you might have your work cut out for you with this hosting gig, Tim. 10 out of 10. Now, we got some upcoming events, everybody. So we're going to share some more info and socials in the Discord over the week. And the game jam, it might be over, but we have more in store after today. All right. So we're going to be collaborating with streamers throughout the next 2 weeks with game variety streams, playing through the game submissions from the game jam. Now, we encourage the jammers to be in the Twitch chat while their game is being played by the streamers to participate in the chat that may include your game. So you don't want to miss that. Keep an eye out. Unmute that tab. You know how to do this. Now, to close it all out, we are going to thank some folks, all right? Our organization and teams want to thank the many people responsible for making this game jam a success. We want to thank our moderators for assisting participants in helping to keep our community safe, the mentors or jam consultants for volunteering their time, sharing their experience and knowledge, and our multi-org team of organizers, planners, and tech experts who made this event possible behind the scenes. Thanks to our judges, Claire Rice, Osama Dorias, and Jabari Ali. Special thanks to Alejandro of Roto Marketing for marketing support. They teach marketing and community management skills to game devs, indie animation studios, and startups. They're currently managing a marketing campaign for the indie animation film, Double Smooth. Thanks to Dimitri Mr. Action Bell for creating our awesome cover art for this jam, highlighting Okra Stew, our food dish for the jam. Thank you to Kai for creating our lovely food-focused stream pages you've all enjoyed during today's showcase. Thanks to Jamal for creating and managing our Game Jam bot. A huge shout out and thanks to all of our Game Jam teams for all the hard work, focus, and attention they've given to their work in this jam for the past month. Lastly, thank you viewers and supporters for expressing your interest, excitement, and support. And remember, a lesson from our theme and Okra Stew: we're all connected. It's up to us to use our creativity to connect these dots and use this network to gain knowledge, build relationships, grow movements, and create something greater than what would exist otherwise. See y'all next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all are
Yes.
awesome. Thank you for your time. Can't wait to see more of your games. And I'm excited to see who plays. Please stay in that Discord and pay attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm looking forward to playing these games myself.